Now that right there is how the drivers' standings and constructors' standings look for Season 2 of my Immersive Driver Career Mode. With Ferrari, we are in 8th position on 79 points, where that could have been had last episode not gone the way that it did. Another DNF, our 6th of the season, our 5th mechanical failure. And our first one since Austria, and that was a big blow when we win the net lead of the Italian Grand Prix last time out. Because we've had another engine failure, I have decided to take a new engine here in Russia, so we are going to be starting from the back of the grid. So it is just a sort of damage limitation race. There you go, got it out there. It's going to be tough. The pace hasn't been great on my side of the garage. But fingers crossed we can put something good together. Last season, of course, we finished in 5th position. It was our final really good performance of the season last year with Alpine. But if we can get anywhere near that today, that would be good. Top 10 is the priority.
Welcome along then to Sochi and the Russian Grand Prix, one of 8 cities in the world to play host to both the Olympics and a Formula One race. It's a Grand Prix that's proven difficult to crack for anyone beyond the first 2 rows of the grid in recent years, so let's see if that can change today. It's full throttle for around 56% of the lap here at the Sochi Autodrome, a 3.6-mile run around the site of the 2014 Winter Olympics. 12 right turns and 6 left turns give us a total count of 18, with passing opportunities available into turns 1 and 13. Also here, of course, is Anthony Davidson. So, let's briefly discuss Lewis Hamilton. That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Perez, Charles Leclerc and Fernando Alonso, Norris, Vettel, Raikkonen and Lance Stroll, Gasly, Tsunoda, Antonio Giovinazzi and Russell, Latifi, Mick Schumacher, they've taken a grid penalty, Nikita Mazepin and the captain, Ricciardo and Esteban Ocon rounds off the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
Well, there you go then. Here we are on the grid. And, well, it's a tough one. I think we probably do want to be starting on the medium tyres and switching to the softs much later on in the Grand Prix. Possibly going for something like that. Just because... just because we want to be fighting later on. We also want to have the opportunity to switch strategies, and I think the only way to do that is by starting on the medium tyres. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we'll be alright. But here we come off the grid, and I'll see you guys at lights out.
So let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
Here we come then, final car to line up on the grid. Starting in 20th position, of course. So here we go. Ready for the lights on the medium tyres. How well are we going to do here? Let's see. Lights out, away we go. Here in Russia, lots of wheel spin off the start, not the best. You have to say, letting the guys ahead do their own thing. As we're already half a second down. We should have the inside line here, though. There's going to be lots and lots of cars. Concertina and up into turn 1. Oh, well, we nearly made contact with Schumacher there, and we had to drop out of it and back down to 19th we go. We've still got Esteban Ocon behind us as we have a little look at Nikita Mazepin, but decide against it. It's not the best start for us, and there goes Ocon. He's having a look, and he's through. So we're just going to have to wait our turn here, you feel. Well, down the inside of Ocon, rather successfully as well. We'll certainly settle for that. Just need to make sure that we're looking after ourselves in these opening laps. It looks like, well, that's Charles Leclerc coming into the pit lane. Not entirely sure what happened to him on the opening lap, but now we've got a great chance on Nikita Mazepin and Nicholas Latifi, and we're through on both of them. And now Daniel Ricciardo is the man behind us, although we've just been clattered into. I don't know who that was by, but let's have another look at this. We're just on the inside. Nikita Mazepin is there. We then are on the outside of Nicholas Latifi as we look on there, and well, he makes a little bit of contact with us, loses a bit of front wing, but I kind of say that's his fault. Well, we've got Daniel Ricciardo having a little look at Mick Schumacher here around the outside. I think there may well be contact here. Oh, they're side by side still. And still going. Daniel Ricciardo, a little bit of wheel spin there. But he's still going. Schumacher still managing to hold him off though. And Daniel Ricciardo will surely get the chance going into turn 2. We're just minding our own business.
This lap, we can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead.
We will have DRS as well, and look at this. This is a great chance to get past both of them here. Oh, wow, there was a bit of contact there.
Green flag.
Don't know what's happened, but well, was it Schumacher potentially? We come back in too early. I guess we can't really see from that camera angle. This camera angle will probably tell it the best. We go to the outside and then start to come back over. Once again, I feel like, you know, we were bashed into rather than us bashing into other people, but it's certainly been an action-packed Grand Prix so far, but I feel like we're driving on eggshells at the moment. The car just feels so jittery.
Yellow flag. Be aware, there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags. Okay, watch your pace.
Oh my god, what's happened
We've been informed
here?
that the safety car is out. There appears to have been an issue with multiple stopped vehicles on the track.
What on earth
Some
must have
information on
happened there?
Giovinazzi. It looks like the problem is terminal. They're retiring the car.
Well, well, well. We're all the way up to 7th now. There was multiple cars out of the race. Let's have a little look on the race director. Well, it's Lance Stroll, Raikkonen, Tsunoda and Giovinazzi. It looks like maybe Lando Norris had an incident with Kimi Raikkonen. Pierre Gasly's out as well. So that is 5 guys out of the race. That is unbelievable. Wow, 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 wow. Well, safety car is out, fair to say.
Drop your speed. Our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
So the safety car in this lap then. I don't think any of these guys are ready to come into the pits just yet. So safety car goes in, and now it is a battle. And we are underway once again here in Russia.
Teammate by 2.1 seconds.
And we are currently in 6th position. This is going to be our best chance to fight with these guys all day. Oh! Well, well, well. I have no idea what just happened there. Let's have another look at this on the replay. No idea what's just happened. Surely it is going to be another safety car, though. Bottas came in, and Bottas has just parked up. Why? What? What on earth has just happened there? So Bottas has got his ERS on. And he brakes. And that's it. What? Well, all of a sudden, we are now into the lead of this Grand Prix.
Clear.
We got Lando Norris right behind. And we just let him through because we nearly lost it through there. Now, Lando Norris did cause the collision that basically started the safety car period. Nobody is out of the Grand Prix. Bottas is right behind us. I have no idea what's just happened, folks.
There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful.
Well, here comes Valtteri Bottas with DRS. We just hold the inside line, and we stay ahead of the fin. And unbelievably, we're still in second place here. What a crazy Grand Prix. Lando Norris driving off into the distance in that McLaren at the moment. What a chance for him.
The safety car is being deployed. Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Well,
Copy that.
safety car is out again. Not entirely sure what's happened. But we will be coming into the pits, putting on the hard tyres.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
Yeah, Bottas coming in as well. Everybody seems to be coming in, so
Charles is in for his stop.
this is almost changing the net order.
Exit now. You'll be
We're away in
racing as you leave the
2.5
pits.
seconds. Charles Leclerc is in as well. Remember, he was in the pits on the opening lap of the Grand Prix. So Lando Norris is
Look
away.
after
George
these tyres
Russell
now.
currently
You wanna finish
leading
the race on this compound.
the race. He hasn't come into the pits yet. Lando Norris in second, but he will inherit the lead when George Russell comes into the pits. We do no longer have to pit. We are in third position. We're trying to catch the safety car. George Russell's the only one out there that hasn't come into the pits yet. Unbelievable.
Right, remember, there is no overtaking until the green flags. Safety car in this lap.
Well, we're in this lap with the safety car. George Russell leading us away. We got Lando Norris in second here. We're in third on the hard tyre, so strategically we're at a disadvantage to the guys around us because we're on a slower tyre. But hopefully it'll be more durable. But this has not been a good restart for us. And look at this. We're back underway in Russia, but Perez is going to have a great run on us. Look at Lando Norris. He's going to have a little look at George Russell. As they go towards turn one, is there going to be an incident here, George Russell? Well, they both stop again. They both stop again. What on earth is going on here? What happened there? George Russell running away with it. Brakes. Is there any contact? No, there's not. They just both decide to stop. And look at that. There's huge incidents behind. Look at that. What on earth? That's Bottas, I think. Bottas is out of the race. Oh my goodness me. Is that Charles out of the race as well? Oh my word. That's Alonso out. I want to say probably the Aston Martin of Vettel as well. Oh my God, what on earth has happened here? Charles Leclerc, he comes in, and I mean, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. We've just went all the way around the outside. I mean, potentially there's going to be another safety car here. There should be, after that.
Some information on
So
the Red Bull
Alonso's
driver.
out.
Right, some information on Hamilton. They've
Hamilton's
got a serious
out.
car issue. It looks like they're
There's only
retiring.
11 cars left, folks. Mick Schumacher out as well. Wow.
The gap behind us is 2.4 seconds.
I'm just beyond belief at this Grand Prix. I mean, that is obviously a glitch.
There's been an incident on track resulting in loose
And
debris.
somehow, that isn't a
Fortunately,
safety
marshals have
car.
managed to clear it up in time, and there are no plans for a safety car right now.
Well, we are leading the Grand Prix. We are 1.6 seconds ahead of Lando Norris in second. Remember Sergio Perez, I think he lost his front wing in that collision. He's in third at the moment, holding up fourth place. So this is just crazy.
Charles is in the pits.
Well, as we head into lap 14 of this Grand Prix, have a little look at that top five. Look who's in third. Nikita Mazepin. Nicholas Latifi is in fourth at the moment. Max Verstappen fifth, but 16 seconds behind, and he's going to have to force his way past the Haas of Mazepin and the Williams of Latifi if he wants to get involved in this battle for first place. We've got Lando Norris behind. I'm fairly sure we're just going to let him go. We're not at his pace level today. He's passed us once. He would probably pass us again. Let's see if we can have a bit of fun with him, though. If we stay within 1 second of him, we will get DRS on the next lap. So let's try and do that. Well, 10 laps to go in this Grand Prix, and you can see Lando Norris is well ahead, 8 seconds already. But we are 10.5 seconds ahead of Max Verstappen. It looks like Nikita Mazepin or Nicholas Latifi are going to finish fourth, which is an absolutely crazy result. I think Daniel Ricciardo and Sergio Perez are behind them, but probably just as far as Max Verstappen is behind us. We're just taking it easy with the car, not trying to take any risks. Remember, we started at the back of the grid, and it's looking like we're going to be guaranteed at least third in this Grand Prix. But the way things have gone, I wouldn't be surprised if there was another safety car and another twist to come in the action. You know, bearing in mind how much of a gap we've got to Max behind, I think I would possibly jump in and get the soft tyres on if there was to be a late safety car. But well, there's only 11 cars out on track, so you decide for yourself whether that's likely or not. Well, 2 laps to go in this Russian Grand Prix.
This is lapping faster than us by around 1 second per lap.
And, well, as has been the case all the way, Verstappen has been taking about a second out of us every single lap. Daniel Ricciardo and Sergio Perez have made it up into 4th and 5th now, which makes me think maybe Mazepin and Latifi have come into the pits again, which is a shame. Unless they didn't pit in the first place, that may explain it. But we have got a lap and a half to go here. Can we keep Max Verstappen ahead of us? Behind us? If not, you know, it's not going to make the biggest amount of difference to us. As I say, we started at the back of the grid. We weren't expecting anything like this. Some crazy glitches with the AI have led to us having a chance of a podium, but we're certainly not going to be too disappointed if it doesn't happen. But Max Verstappen now has DRS. This is going to be his chance. He's closing well in on us here. Is he going to have a little look? I don't think so. His best bet, I would suggest, is to stay close to us through this final sector and have a little go on the start-finish straight. that we're coming up to. He's having a little gander,
We've only
but
got 2 laps of fuel left.
doesn't look like he's going to make the move. Here we come, round the final corner then.
This is your final
And
lap.
now Max
Final lap of the
Verstappen,
race.
0.3 seconds behind. We're using our ERS. He's going to have DRS. But he's not going to make any impact on us there. So we've now got one more sort of pressure point in this Grand Prix. He is having a little look, but we're just sort of nursing the car now. We're not really bothered how quick we're going. We're just making sure this car stays well within track limits, because we have had our 2 warnings today. I think one of them was fairly harsh. I feel like it was when we were avoiding a collision, maybe after one of the safety car periods, but it won't make any difference as long as we stay within the confines of the track. Verstappen is closing in. He's in within 2/10 of a second now. But we pick our braking point beautifully. And it's Lando Norris who has won the Russian Grand Prix. He caused the big incident that set off the chain of events, which led to us probably finishing in second. So here we go. We've got 2 corners to go. Braking point nailed. One more braking point to nail as we come round the final corner. We're going to finish in second. Absolutely brilliant.
Brilliant job, mate.
And
That's a
Max
fantastic
Verstappen
podium.
finishes third.
Super driving,
From the
really
back of the
strong
grid
pace.
as well.
Very, very happy.
What a fantastic Grand Prix that was, and an excellent win for McLaren. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, you know what they say, to finish first you have to finish. And that fact was clear today, with lots of retirements having a big effect on the outcome of the race. As a driver, you tend to keep reliability concerns to the back of your mind and just focus on what's in front of you. But for the teams, races like this can be very stressful.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be McLaren picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for that fantastic performance.
Well, great to see us on the podium there with Lando Norris. Wow. I mean, who would have predicted that podium? No Mercedes in sight. It was an absolute chaotic race. But there you go.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Well, the gap at the top of the championship has been cut down after a difficult race today for our championship leader. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
I have to give it to the captain. They pushed and found some fantastic performance. It was just a pleasure to watch.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. It was a tough race for our championship leaders who lose ground at the top of the table. Another team that excelled today was Williams, who make further progress up the table. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Well, unbelievably, we're up to 5th in the drivers' standings now. 1 point ahead of Daniel Ricciardo. We've leapfrogged Fernando Alonso and Charles Leclerc, who managed to finish 10th in the end, despite 3 pit stops for him. Nicholas Latifi up there in 6th, that's unbelievable. Vettel finishes 7th, Nikita Mazepin in 8th, with Russell 9th, Charles Leclerc 10th. Esteban Ocon finishing the race, but last of the runners. Look at who was out of the race. Bottas, Alonso, Schumacher, Hamilton, Gasly, Giovinazzi, Tsunoda, Raikkonen and Stroll. Having a little look at the race director then, you can see all with terminal damage. There was some warnings for Verstappen for a collision with Schumacher, Ocon for a collision with Leclerc, Vettel with a collision with Bottas. Just absolutely crazy, and you can see how many pit stops there were throughout the race to replace front wings, and that it was just an unbelievable race. It really was. And well, we get another podium this season, our third of the season, I believe. No, fourth of the season, to go with our French, Belgian, and Dutch podiums. But it has been a crazy race. I've been recording for well over an hour now. I did have a couple of breaks in that. It was just exhausting having to go through that. But hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for more F1 content. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.